Number 40. Letting go. I didn't hold back. I let myself go completely, like a suicide leaping from cliffs, to those sensual pleasures half real and half imagined, under a brilliant full moon on a magically cloudless night, drinking glass after glass of strong wine, inebriated by my own indulgence, intoxicated by unacceptable excess. We all know the feeling. "41. For the shop." This is about a jeweller who keeps his best things, his prime creations, just for himself, his own secret artistic treasure. For the shop. Some things he saves for himself and puts aside, wrapped in precious green silks. Roses redolent with rubies, lilies shaped from pearls, amethyst violets. Not slavish copies of nature, but fruitful mindforms to his purpose, patterns of creativity. He keeps these locked in his safe, glistering in darkness, not on public display, definitely not for sale, prime works of art, not baubles. For his customers, other pretty things are ranged about, trinketed bracelets, chains, necklaces, rings. His jewelled flowers are for him alone, all the while burning in the dark. Throughout the edition of his poems, Cavafy gives us quite a few scenes of people's graves. Also, he quite often writes epitaphs for dead people. Apparently, he was very fond of the ancient Greek collection of epitaphs that come down to us from many years ago. He was quite enamoured of these, and he did quite a few along similar lines himself. This is number 42, Grave of the Grammarian Lysius. In the library at Beirut, as you go in, just on your right, we buried sage Lysius, grammarian. There he lies in his very proper place, beside what, even in death, may be still dear. Meticulous, minute jottings, straight margined texts, beautiful scriptures, sumptuous idiomatic lexicons. Situated thus on our way to the wonderful books, we'll stop and see his grave and honour him, the great grammarian. "43. Across the distance." Another one of Cavafy's poems of longing, as we might call them. That magical memory, so distant now, half faded in the lapse of many years, the whisper of a ghost, the echoed rustling of gaunt leaves, so long ago. The colour of his skin was just like jasmine flowering in the night, and it was August. Was it August? I still recall his eyes, those brilliant eyes, their blazing sapphire light that spans the distance. Yes, I still remember his eyes, those brilliant eyes, a crystalline blue. There we are, that's poems 40 to 43 by Cavafy. Incidentally, I'm still now translating his poems. I started doing it about 3 years ago, and I started again a couple of months back, and I'm now up to number 108, so I've only got another 40 or so to go. Good progress, I think.